It's like a point. Now we were cool start. Now we
All
on
right, all
point.
right, all right. We all the way live. So,
Duh, salute.
what up, what up? You are now tapped in with Always Hustling with OG10, where we bring you the world's hottest, underground, independent, and unsigned hip hop. And today we tap in with people out here that's really putting in work. Today we got a special artist spotlight. This is somebody who's not just talking about it, he's actually out here building his brand, putting out music, and staying consistent with the grind. You might already be familiar with him. He's been featured on My Detroit Hustle Radio, on MyDetroitHustle.com playlist, and even made it on to the Always Hustlin Show. That means he's been putting in that work. On top of that, he just dropped a new project titled BGM2. So you already know we had to tap in and see what's going on behind the music and the movement. So without further ado, let's get into it. What's good with you, cuz?
Salute, 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 King. Pleasure to be on here. Salute to DetroitHustle.com. You already know.
Pleasure to have you. First and foremost, how do you pronounce your name?
All right, so I enunciate it as Dezit,
Dezit. Okay, that's what I
right?
thought.
So I spell it the way it is, so I kind of wanted to stand out. So I
Okay,
kind of I'm used to it.
okay. And where you from?
I'm from the Bronx, New York, born and raised, man.
Okay, okay. All right. For those who may be hearing about you for the first time, who is Dezit? Where are you from? How did your environment shape your sound? And when did you realize you were serious about music, not just playing with it?
Yeah, so I'm a miniaturize the story, but pretty much Bronx, born and raised. Since single digits, I've been in love with hip hop, and just inspiring to not just be a part, but to stand out while I be a part. So just been trying to finesse my craft while in real life, dealing with the ups and downs of New York City, and just being a man and human. But my love for hip hop generally started when I was a very young kid. I'm talking about from generations with Run DMC, LL, KRS-One, the Rakims, Big Daddy Kane. So those are always artists I revered, not only because they were lyrical, but they always had a message and something that just always stood out more than just rap. It's just checking the boxes. So, throughout the course of my journey and enduring and having a love for hip hop, I just continue to get better, refine my style, and appreciate the culture, and just being able to operate within the space of now being able to create, produce myself. It just allowed like a whole new world for me as a creator. And anybody that ever done music or listened to my music and rock with me for a while, I always like to build and work with other people and just do dope things. It's a part of my legacy. It's part of the things of my former art of expression that's also therapeutic to me. So it's a long journey. I got a lot to say about it. So for those that's with the ride, I got a long time, but a short one as well.
For sure. I got a soft spot for the Bronx. I'm dating myself, but
Talk about it. Talk about it, King. Talk about
one
it.
of my earliest influences was Criminal Minded. I
Facts,
love
facts.
KRS. That tells how old I am, but that was my
hmm
joint.
I'm with you,
That was
King.
my
That's
joint.
superhero music, man.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah,
superhero
yeah.
music for sure.
Um, you've been moving. You've been on radio, playlist shows. What is your mindset when it comes to building your brand?
Primarily is to garner the understanding that I'm serious about not only my craft, but the representation of what I'm trying to do and present as a hip hop artist and somebody that loves the culture. And I've been around for a long time, man. I'm an 80s baby. So it explains like how much history and deep dive I could really go into the levels of being a part of this culture. And I use it as my form of not only expression, but also my form to be free. You know what I mean? And to speak creatively and to think as a movie director, to think as a video director, to think as a battle rapper, to think as a superhero, to think as a leader of 1,000 men. So I'll use it as my canvas to create. That's what we're here to do. We create, to spread the seed and continue. So throughout the journey, I used to feel like hip hop may have been one thing, but I learned that it's so vast. you could be there, King. You could vouch for how hip hop has changed you. You used to be able to listen to um, NWA and then go to Tribe Called Quest, then go
Right.
to Dominoes, then go to Nice and Smooth. You know what I mean?
They used
It's
to all
just
go on tour like that. That's how the tours used to be.
that's a fact. That's a fact. And
Right.
hip hop, it wasn't separated. There was a way where we all understood what hip hop was trying to say from how
Right.
you looked and whatever you said. And if it was dope, we rocked with it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If it was whack, I go over there with that.
Right. So what are some of the things you've been doing that you feel are actually working for you as far as building your brand?
Well, mainly outside of course, the first to being consistent is to also like let it be known that I take my position in what I'm doing seriously. So part of that is, of course, tailoring an identity and being able to find the ways and the resources to produce the things that I want to do the way that I want to do it. So, I took the time, figured out software, man. I had a hard, I had a hard transition, man. I did a dime in, the penitentiary. So when I came home, I had to learn about, the computers and how to operate things. Okay, how the hell is use the email? Everybody
Right.
got a phone. So just in taking the time and learning and dedicating myself, okay, becoming self-sufficient. And now I've just been able to now, okay, find ways to better express myself, and this is before AI, feel me, King? You know what
Right.
I mean? So it's just like and just showing the people and the other MCs because I revere MCs and other artists that do their thing and have dedication to their craft. So it's really about presenting your best, and my thing is just trying to present my best while I take care of my business. I do
Right.
wish hip hop maybe paid my bills and took care of everything, but I'm not leaning on it, and nor am I making it a burden either, because I'm a rap with or without fame or $1 million or a million followers. I know my talent is good. I know my art form is something that is quality, and it's only getting better. I'm learning the PlayStation. Feel me?
Right.
So it's just it's just a matter of showing the worth and showing the quality. I felt like I've always been great at it, but it's just now about better presenting yourself. So if you really dedicate it, with the creator's will and real diligence, it's all going to manifest and people going to see. So that's why I could say, man, just stay dedicated to presenting, being better, and people will see, man. And time will
Right.
tell.
That's what I like about what you younger people get to do now. When I was coming up, you had to present yourself as a superhero. Like, I don't
Hmm.
work, I just rap, or I'm a gangster, or this, that, and other. I love now that every time I'm talking to somebody about hip hop, the people that I deal with, I know that they love it because they doing it and it's not paying their bills. They are like, I got to go to
Hmm.
work. I hook up when I get off work and all of that. That's a plus to me because
Right.
I know hip hop is your culture. See, what we got to realize is we are just like our uncles or whatever. It's our culture. Like
Hmm.
your uncles get together around a trash can and start harmonizing. That's what we doing now.
Right.
You go to a church, you join the choir and stuff because you love singing. You don't think you going on tour, but this is what I do. So
Hmm.
hip hop is our culture now. So if I can go on tour or something like that, that's fine. But I'm gonna rhyme anyway. This is what I do.
Right. I'm good at it, man.
Right.